Everyone who practices sin also practices lawlessness, and sin is lawlessness. Do not be bound together with unbelievers, for what partnership have righteousness and lawlessness? Because lawlessness shall abound, the love of most people shall grow cold. Take no part in the unfruitful works of darkness, but instead expose them. Since they considered themselves too high and mighty to acknowledge God, He allowed them to become the slaves of their degenerate minds and to perform unmentionable deeds. They became filled with wickedness, rottenness, greed, and malice. Their minds became steeped in envy, murder, quarrelsomeness, deceitfulness, and spite. They became whisperers behind doors, backstabbers, God-haters. They overflowed with pride and boastfulness, and their minds invented evil things. They scoffed at obedience to parents. They mocked at learning, recognized no obligations of honor, lost all natural affection, and were without mercy. More than this, being well aware of God's pronouncement that all who do these things deserve death, they not only continued their own practices, but did not hesitate to give their thorough approval to others who did the same. The Son of Man will send out His angels, and they will gather out of His kingdom all the causes of sin and those who do lawless deeds. And then I will say to them plainly, I never knew you. Depart from me, you who practice lawlessness. As you yielded your bodily members and faculties as servants to impurity and ever-increasing lawlessness, so now yield your bodily members and faculties once for all as servants to righteousness, right being and doing, which leads to sanctification. For when you were slaves of sin, you were free in regard to righteousness. But then what benefit, what return did you get from the things of which you are now ashamed? None, for the end of those things is death. We can tell who are children of God and who are children of the devil. Anyone who does not live righteously and does not love other believers does not belong to God. This is the judgment, that is, the cause for indictment, the test by which people are judged, the basis for the sentence. The light has come into the world, and people love the darkness rather than the light, for their deeds were evil. For every wrongdoer hates the light and does not come to the light, but shrinks from it, for fear that his sinful, worthless activities will be exposed and condemned. Every person is to be in subjection to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God, and those which exist are established by God. In the last days there will be many troubles, because people will love themselves, love money, brag, and be proud. They will say evil things against others and will not obey their parents, or be thankful, or be the kind of people God wants. They will not love others, will refuse to forgive, will gossip, and will not control themselves. They will be cruel, will hate what is good, will turn against their friends, and will do foolish things without thinking. They will be conceited, will love pleasure instead of God, and will act as if they serve God, but will not have His power. Stay away from those people.